Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Staff Legal Bulletin number 14L explains that the SEC has shifted its focus from the materiality of a shareholder proposal to a company to the social policy significance of the issues. This change has made it significantly easier for politically motivated proposals to be included in annual proxy statements. The result is clear, as we have seen a 51% rise in environmental proposals, a 20% increase in social proposals, and a 25% decrease in companies seeking no-action relief. By focusing on costly non-material ESG issues at the expense of sound financial regulation, this shift detracts from the primary purpose of public markets to enable companies to raise capital and foster economic growth. Mr. Girding, Staff Legal Bulletin 14L states that certain exclusions under Rule 14A-8 should not apply when a proposal relates to the staff determines to be significant social policy issues, regardless of whether the issue has a nexus to the business. In fact, I'll read, for these reasons, staff will no longer focus on determining the nexus between a policy issue and the company, but will instead focus on the social policy significance of the issue that is subject to the shareholder proposal. In making this determination, the staff will consider whether the proposal raises issues with a broad societal impact such that they transcend the ordinary business of the company. Under this aligned approach, proposals that the staff previously viewed as excludable because they did not appear to raise a policy issue of significance for the company may no longer be viewed as excludable under Rule 14A-8. Now, you say this is informal, not a big deal, but yet this obviously is having a dramatic impact. Can you explain to this committee 2 or 3 criteria that the Division of Corporate Finance uses to determine whether an issue has a broad societal impact?
Congressman, when you refer to Staff Legal Bulletin 14L, that was reverting to a previous position that the staff had taken and that had followed for several decades of not tying that particular inquiry to a particular company. And we believe that is consistent with commission statements on that regard. So we were reverting to earlier views and earlier...
Okay, that's wonderful, but I asked you a different question. I asked you, what criteria do you use to determine whether a particular issue has a broad societal impact? Who elected you to determine a broad societal impact?
Congressman, the overall inquiry there that the staff engages in a non-political way in formulating...
In a non-political way? Are you kidding? Come on. Let's be real here. This has been entirely political. And again, I ask you a question. What criteria do you use to determine a broad societal impact? Stop trying to circumvent the question. Answer it directly.
Congressman,
what criteria?
Congressman, in formulating the career staff's informal views on this particular grounds for exclusion, the staff considers whether a particular matter has become a question of widespread public debate.
Who are you to determine what has become widespread public debate? Did you run for elected office?
I am not an elected official, right. Congressman. I am here to carefully follow our statutory authorities, including protecting investors and promoting capital.
So what statutory authority do you have to determine broad societal impact? What criteria are you using to determine that?
Congressman, when the Commission staff, career staff, are looking at the ordinary management grounds for exclusion, we are carefully considering the Rule 14A-8. We are carefully considering
Except you're having exceptions for it based on some undefined criteria that you still can't answer.
Again, Congressman, the criteria that we are looking for in offering informal views is whether a matter has become a subject of widespread public debate. And the
So give me an
court-
example of one.
His time has expired.